just been accused of paying police officers and prosecutors.
Yes, this is true. I've had personal experience with this. In 2018, I was arrested, and I was arrested for my gun. It was a whole scene caused, and they snatched my weed. It was a whole thing, 3 arresting officers. But then when I got to the jail, they charged me with a whole completely different charge. And then when I went to court, someone, just a regular person who was I guess was going for court, they walked up to me and it was like, oh yeah, because I went to this store and, you know, they said I stole eyelash glue. I put it in my back pocket. I guess I accidentally put it in my bra. And after she was talking to me about it, they called me up. You know, my name was next on the thing. And I went and talked, and I, you know, was going up, and as the person who was coming representing the company was talking, she said exactly what the lady said verbatim. And I thought it was odd that the lady was just sharing her information with me in the first place, because we in court. Like, why would you tell me what happened with your case in court before you go before the judge? Like, why are you discussing it in this courtroom? Like, it was weird. And so the prosecutor was like, oh, I'm guilty because I didn't deny it. But I'm like, wait, this was a completely different. I said I was arrested for the gun. So I was assuming that because I was in Fulton County, well, I was in Atlanta, I had a gun registered, but I didn't have a good carrier license. I was assuming that I was going to have a situation with that. So I went and got a carrier's license and everything. My gun was already registered. But Fulton County have this thing where it's not like Gwinnett County, where I think Gwinnett County you have to have a carrier's permit or whatever. I went and got it, whatever, just so I could have it for court and everything. I was prepared. There was some eyelash and eyelash glue. The next week, I wind up seeing this same prosecutor on TV. He's an attorney for the Braxton's family, right? I'm about to show you the man. Here's the man right here, right? Antavius Weems. But this is the crazy thing about this. This particular man, as I'm looking at him, he reminds me of someone. This guy right here. I went to school with him. And this is his grandmother. Her last name is Weems, but his name is similar to her name. I mean, to the attorney name. Now, this guy is tied to a lot of things I have going on with Diddy, because I've been having things going on with Diddy for a while. It's been going on for a while, since like 2010, 9, 10, but 11 for sure. 11 for sure. And then, hold on. She died on Christmas Day, 2020. My little nephew died on Christmas Day, 2011. And this is when I really started getting hit with like work, spiritual work. Like, cause the day that my cousin called me and told me that her baby was had passed, I was sleeping so hard I couldn't get up. I was in like a sleep paralysis type thing, and my phone was hot. She had been calling me, and I don't sleep hard. And this was 2011. Freddie Gibbs had started following me then. It's relevant. It's very relevant. He DM'd me. I had left Atlanta. I had went visit him. My friend, the friend I just saw about in Atlanta, I met him in 2009 when I went to school with him. I'm going to go back to when I was going to school with him and somebody else. About 2 more people. Freddie Gibbs, he hit me up. And I had remember asking that same friend, like, oh, this guy hit me up. And he was telling me, you know, I was like, he was like playing to me staying in Atlanta and all that. But I was gone out of Atlanta. I wasn't in Atlanta. I was confused as to why he was texting me. So I was like, all right, whatever. Diddy sent Freddie Gibbs. Here's a better view where he looked just like that man, right? They related. But he always was taking pictures of me, and he was like, always make sure every time I took a picture with him, every time I left from by him, I had some shit going on. It was crazy. But yeah, we went to school together for like a couple of months, because I only went to that school a couple of months. But at this school, hold on, I'm about to show you somebody. Shamar didn't used to have no wigs and nothing like that. Here's my cousin. So it's a whole thing. He also know Gunna because he grew up around Gunna, Creel Road and all that. So yeah, so Diddy was sending all kind of people. I had police officers that kept harassing me. I had private investigators on me. I had police officers that kept pulling me over, and then they kept pulling over the passenger. They'll pull me over and say it's something related to the car or something like that, or a traffic violation, but then go to the passenger side and go check the passenger and arrest the passenger one time, and then it was another time I'm like, why would you go to the passenger if you pulling me over for a thing? But it kept being the thing, the same officer a couple of times. And then I had private investigators that was following me different times. It was like over years. It's been years, so it's been like different officers, different states and stuff like that. And it's not just Diddy, but it's more than just Diddy. But I know for certain him, because I'm about to show you something else. I keep on forgetting. I'm not even addressing myself. Like, I'm not even saying who I am and why I'm saying these things. But my name is Ty. I'm from New Orleans or whatever. And I've been having a lot of things going on with a lot of people in the industry. Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, her mama. That's the main people. It's a lot of people, but I'm telling the people that's like headlines right now. But y'all don't know me, so I'm having to make these videos to make sure y'all. To show face and like put a little context to a lot of little things that's been going on. I don't have no money I don't have no money, and I got stuff going on, but I've been tearing their ass up. Let me tell you something. I ain't got shit. But them motherfuckers, every time they try to fuck with me, and they keep on messing with me. Excuse my language. I know it's a thing with the language, the videos and all that. But every time they mess with me, you see it on the internet. And I'm seeing it in the cut. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to survive in this world. So you remember when Diddy and Carisha started popping out, and it was like the whole... he was calling himself the sugar daddy and, doing all that thing with Carisha. Don't Carisha favor me? And you probably just like, oh, she said, go Poppy. But y'all didn't even peep that. Like, who name is Pappy? Like, who call themselves that? Pay attention. Look at my name. My name says Ty Mosa. And that say Pappy. Hold on. Champagne Pappy. This is all... everything that's been going on with Drake been going on with me. But I ain't been around Drake. And I'm in the cut. Like, but I've been dealing with the ass. But I'm not out like that. But I'm well known. All them hoes know who I am. But I'm just, I'm just not making a video so people can, so I can put a face to it, and then I can lay it out a particular way. I gotta make sure I say the language, say things in a particular language, and I lay it out a particular way, because there's a lot of people involved. But yeah, so Champagne Pep, Drake got Champagne Pep. He got that from me. You want to be like me so bad. And Diddy, along with Jay-Z, they've been sending people still at me. They on my phone. They monitor my phone and all that. They be on my phone, all my accounts, all in shambles, everything. I had to move out my apartment. I wasn't able to pay my rent for 2 months because I couldn't. All my accounts is in shambles. Every time I try to get a job, it's some other shit going on. It's been so much. And then they send people. They send people to try to threaten you, like to intimidate you in a way. Then they have people following you. That's what they've been having going on. They on my phone. It's been all kind of stuff going on. I'm about to. I have a screenshot of this guy who was on my who was watching my stories on Instagram. Cause I started back posting on social media, and he was watching my stories. But I had thought I'd been blocked the man way in 2020, something like that, because Diddy sent that man to come at me, and I had blocked him. But I thought he was only on my Twitter. But I knew him in real life though, and I had gave him my Twitter because he was a gay guy. But yeah, I wound up seeing him frequently on my Twitter, on my Instagram, my Instagram story. So I messaged him to see what's up.